Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jamshed Ali and my role ID is 190994. So today we are going to discuss all the AVR programming codes, C codes. As you can see, first of all we have a code here. Write an AVR CR program C program to send values 00FF to port B, means maximum value to port B. So first of all we have to declare include avr IO.h file, standard avr header known as it is a header file. So after initializing main, we have to define unsigned character Z and then set the direction of a port B. So first as we have to show the output on the port B, so we have to set ddrb at 0xff. So port B act as a output with the help of this ddrb register. So after applying loop z is equal to 0 and z less than equal to 255, means 8-bit code runs to the port B. So till 255 value, our code will send output will send to the port B, and after it we return the function 0. So as it is in this form, our value 00FF send it to the port B. So now we are going to move towards the second example, which is write an AVR-C program to send hex files for ASCII characters. So we have to send all the ASCII characters, you can see here, to the port B. So first of all we have to initialize the standard header file, AVR header file, and after declaring main, then we have to initialize unsigned character, a list of array in which we have to declare 0 1 2 3 4 all the ASCII characters, and with the help of unsigned character Z, and after it we have to set the direction register where we have to declare the output. So I have to declare the output on the port B, so I set the direction register to the port B to the maximum value. So after it we apply the loop z is equal to 0 to z less than 10, which means it repeats 10 times, and after each increment it repeats 10 times, means when it is 0 and then after it will move to this, and after return it to this, and then with the help of each increment it repeats 10 times. So after it we return the function. So this while loop needed if we are running on a trainer or something else. So by the way, sometimes it will create some issue, so we can remove it also. So in this way we can declare all the ASCII characters to the port B. So now we are going to move towards the third example, which is write an AVR-C program to toggle all the bits of port B 200 times. So we have to toggle all the bits 200 times. So first of all declaring a header file, and after initializing main we have to set the direction register where we have to declare all the outputs. We have to declare all the outputs on the port B. So port B act as output, and we have to initialize 0xAA, which means 101010 values. It means it toggles in 200 times. So after declaring 0xAA on the port B and after initializing the character Z with the help of a for loop, it repeats 200 times, means 0 to 199. It means 200 times with the help of each increment. So after each loop the port B data will toggle with the help of this NOT command. So 1 becomes 0, 0 become 1, and 1 becomes 0 and 0 become 1 in each cycle. So in this way it toggles all the way. So after it returns the value to the gain function. So with the help of this code we can write our AVR-C program to toggle all the bits of to port B according to 200 times. So now we are going to move toward the fourth example, which is write an AVR-C program to send values of -4 to +4 to port B. So after, as it is in previous example, after declaring standard AVR header and after initializing main, we have to declare here a character, means we have to declare the character function which means -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3 and +4. with the help of unsigned character and with the help of port B output, because we have to declare all these characters on the port B. So I have to set the direction register on the port B. 0xFF means I have to declare the outputs on the port B. If I'm here writing 0x00, then it means I am giving input to the port B. So here 0xFF means I am declaring outputs on the port B with the help of this redirection register. So after, with the help of for loop, it will turn 8 times, means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 till 7. So when z is 0, then -4 will appear. When z is 1, then -2 is appear. -3 is appear. Then z is 2, then -2 is appear. At last, these all the values, all the characters will declare one by one on this port B. So after it, we return our function. So in this way, we can write an AVR program to send values which is -4 to 4 to the port B. So now we are going to move towards the fifth example, which is that write an AVR program to toggle all bits of port B 50,000 times. So in previous example, we toggle all the bits to 200 times, but here we have to toggle all the bits to 50,000 times. So first of all, declare the header, and after initializing main with the help of unsigned integer z, and after setting the direction register for declaring output on the port B, and after with the help of for loop z is equal to 0, then z is less than 50,000 means it starts from 0 and till last at 4999. So our port B will declare 0x55 and our port B is 0xa. We can also toggle the bits with the help of port B is equal to not of port B. So in this case, 1 becomes 0, 0 become 1, 1 becomes 0, and 0 become 1. So in this case, when z is equal to 0, then port B is 0x55. When z is equal to 1, then port B is 0xa, and at last till 4999 it will repeats one by one, first second until. So after it our function will return. So our function will return. So in this way we can write an AVR program to toggle all the bits of port B 50,000 times. So now we are going to write an AVR program to toggle all the bits of port B 1 lakh times. So it is also similar to this code. So we have to just write here 1 lakh, and it means this code will run as 1 lakh times, and 1 lakh times our all the bits toggle one by one, and then it will stop. So here we use unsigned long z. Long is used because it should store more than 535 bits. So our maximum bit is used when we have initializing is 65535 kilobyte. So now we are writing here long. It means we can repeat how much time, or we can repeat 1 lakh, 1, 2 lakh, 3 lakh for much time to declare our output. So now we are going to move towards the seventh example, which is write an AVR program to toggle all the bits of port B continuously with 100 ms delay. So now we have to here declare the another thing, which is delay. So after standard AVR, and we have to create a function of delay 100 millisecond, and as it is just like we create an unsigned long I for I is equal to 0, I less than 4760, I initialize. So after initializing main, after setting the direction register for declaring output on the port B, and port B assigning value, and after it we have to declare delay 100 ms semicolon, and this function creates a 100 millisecond delay after each toggle. When one time our function toggle all the bits, then after it will stay 100 millisecond, and then after it will toggle its all the previous values. So it means 0 to 1 toggle create take 100 millisecond time, and after it our function will stay forever. And in this way we can write our AVR program to toggle all the bits continuously with a 100 millisecond delay. So now we are going to move towards our 8th example. Write an AVRC program to toggle all the pins of port C continuously with a 10 millisecond delay. So in this function we are going to take a delay of 10 millisecond. So with the help of this function we can here change 100 to 10, and it is as the previous function. So the next function is dash LEDs are connected to pins of port B. Write an AVR program to show the count from 0. So now we are going to create a counter. So after declaring header and after defining FCPU 16,000 frequency hertz, UL including UL delay command, and after initializing main, and after setting direction register to declare all the outputs on the port B, and after with the help of this while loop we are initializing this. So port B is equal to port B plus 1 means when this loop will begin, then with the help of one increment after our function will repeat. So with the help of this delay, when one loop is begin, then for the second loop it will take 500 millisecond time. So in this way it will continuously moves 0 to all the FF value in a binary on our port B. So in this way we can write an AVRC program to show the counter. So now we are going to move towards this 10th example, which is write an AVRC program to get a byte of data from port B and then send it to the port C. As you can see, first of all we have to create all the header, and then with the help of setting direction register 0x00 means we have to take port B as a input and take port C as a output. So 0x00 means we are giving input, and 0xFF means we are using this port C as a to declare outputs on the port C. With the help of while loop we set the temporary value in the pin B, and then with the help this temporary value to the port C. So first of all we getting the temporary value from the port B and then declaring it on to the port C. So in this way we can get a byte of data from port B and then we sending it to the port C. And now we are writing an AVR program to get a byte of data from port C, and if it is less than 100 then send it to the port B, otherwise send it to the port D. So here we just create a condition after initializing all the standard, and after initializing main, and after setting direction register for the output and the input, and with the help of this loop we are just creating if statement. If temporary value which is getting from the pin C is less than 100, then it will send to the port B, and if is great otherwise if it is sent to the port B. So this if statement will create us a AVRC code to send if our byte data is less than 100, then it is sent to the port B, and otherwise it's sent to the port D. So in this way we can easily get a byte of data from port C. If it is less than 100, then we are sending to the port B, and otherwise we are sending it to the port D. So now in this example we are running the program on a simulator and examine the run the following program on your simulator and examine the results. So here just we are explaining the commands used here. So it is direction register for output, direction register for output, and direction register for also output. So B, C, and D is act as output, and then this command is used for ANDing operation, and this command is used for ORing, and this is for XORing, and this for inverting. So these commands will tell us which function is performing. Now you can see here we are writing an AVR program to toggle only 4 bit of port B continuously without disturbing the rest of pins of port B. So if we have to not to disturb the other 4 pins, First of all, we have to standard AVR declare standard AVR header, and then initializing main, and with the help of direction register setting the port B output. With the help of this port B while loop port B, and with the help of AND command, we are setting bit 4, fifth bit of the port B, and then with the help of OR command, we are clearing bit 4, which is fifth bit of port B. So with the help of AND command, we are getting fourth bit, and with the help of AND command, we are clearing the remaining 4 bit. So in this way, 4 bits toggles from 0 to 1 2 3 and then it will ends all the other 4 bits clear, and it will continuously toggling from only 4 bit. So in next statement, write an AVR program to monitor bit 5 of port C. If it is high, then send this value, and if it otherwise, send this value to the port B. So here we also just create an if condition. Condition, if pin C's value is this, then it will send to the port B, and if it is this, then it will send to the port this. Now we are creating a door sensor. So it means the door sensor is connected to the bit 1 of port B, and LED is connected to the bit 7 of port C. Write an AVR C program to monitor the door sensor, and when it opens, turn on the LED. It means if door is open, then turn it on the LED. So after defining header and initializing main, and with the help of this direction register, we declared the pin 1 of port B and pin C of pin 7 of port C. So pin 1 of port B is input, and pin 7 of port C is output. So from output we are getting our output, and from input we are giving our input on the port B. So with the help of if condition, if pin B is 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 and not equal to 0, then we are checking pin 1 and second pin of pin B. Then overall the data and set pin 7 of the port C, and then overall the data sent to the port 7C, and then it will declare our output. So otherwise it will clear our pin 7 and LED will turn off. If our pin B is setting, then our 7th pin will move towards our output, so our LED will turn on. So now we are going to move towards our 16th example. So we have to the data pins of an LCD are connected to the port B, and the information is latched into the LCD. Whenever its enable pin goes from high to low, the enable pin is connected to pin 5 of port C. 6 pin, write an C program to send the earth is but one country. So we have to send this string, the earth is but one country, to this LCD. So now you can see we have to first declare the header files, initializing main, and then unsigning character B, the earth is but one country, and unsigned character Z. With the help of direction registers B and direction register C, both act as a outputs. Port B is act as output, while as port C5 pin is act as a output. So with the help of this for loop, first of all we declared a message to the port B, and then if pin LCD is enable of port C is 1, then it will send to the port C, and if is 0, then it will send to the port C. So this function will continuously runs for 28 times. So after 28 times, our LCD will declare the earth is but one country on the our output. So now we are going to move towards our 17th. We write an AVR C program to read pins 1 and 0 of port B and issue an ASCII character to port D according to the following tables. If pin 1 and pin 0 is 0 0, then send 0 to the port D. If it is 0 1, then send 1, then is 1 0, then send 2, and then 1 1, both pins, then send 3. So first of all, declaring header, initializing main unsigned character, direction with the help of direction register, we are setting input and output to the both ports, and then after applying while loop condition, we are just reading pin B, and then with the help of the mask bit character, we use the unused bit. So with the help of this switch, we here use this switch statement, so which is make decision. So we have to just make decision here, so we use the here switch statement. So in first case, if both are 0, then send 0. If it means if port D is 0, issue ASCII character to 0. If port D is 1, then issue ASCII character is 1. If port D is 2, then issue ASCII character 2. And after it, our function will break after each statement. So with the help of this switch statement, our code will run, and then in this case, if pin 1 is 0, pin 2 is 0, and then it is sent to the 0, and if both are 1, and it will send 3 to the port Z. Now in this code, we have to write an EVRC program to monitor bit 7 of port B. If it is 1, make for bit 4 of port B input, otherwise change pin 4 of port B to the output. So first of all, declaring all the header files, initializing main, and then this, if we are setting bit 7 of the port B is input, so this is the bit 7 to the with the help of direction register, setting bit 7 of the port B is input. Now with help of this while loop and this if condition, if pin B input, we are giving this bit 7 of input of port B to the input is 1, then our output is will appear on bit 4. If it is other than 1, then it will appear on bit 4, but this will port B's output. So with the help of this condition, if pin B input is 1, then bit 4 will behave as input, and if it is other than 1, then bit 4 will behave as output. So with the help of this if condition, we can write our AVRC program code. So we have to here AVRC program write to get status of bit 5 of port B and send it to the bit 7 of the port C continuously. So first of all, by declaring the standard AVR header and initializing main function. So in this function, we have to set the direction register, and we have to set the bit 5 of port B as input and bit 7 of the port C as output. If our pin B input is 1001000, mean it, if it is 5, then our 7 bit of the of port C to 1. So we are getting set bit 7 of the port C to 1. So if it is other than this bit binary number, means if it is 00100010 or every other number except this, so it will clear bit 7 of port C. So it means if it is 001, means if it is 5 number input, then our set bit 7 of port C to the 1, and if it is other than this, then our bit 7 will clear of the port C. So with the help of this code, we can easily show 1 on our input or show 1 on our port C output, and also we can clear our pin 7 of the port C. So now you can see write an AVR program to toggle all the pins of port B continuously using inverting operator and use the XOR operator. So first of all, here we using inverting operator, such as we apply in the example 1. With the help of inverting operator, it will continuously toggles in continuously time, and with the help of XOR means it will compare with the maximum value, and then will show their output. So when 0 is 1 and 1 is 0, it will toggle continuously. So now you can see here we are going to move towards our the other example using bitwise compound assignment operators. So we have to rewrite 718 or 719 example with the help of bitwise command operators. So in this operator, we are again declaring with the help of direction register, setting bit 5 of port B as input and if we are giving input 5, then our port B is act as an input. If we are getting giving other than 5, then our bit 4 is acting as a output. So we in another code as well, with the help of bitwise operator, we are using here or, XOR, and equal to command. So we are with the help of direction register, we are setting bit 7 of a port B and bits 5 of a port C and bit 7 of port C as input or output. So if we are giving input 5 to the pin B, means 001 0000 binary number, and if then it will set port bit 7 of port C to the 1. If it is other than this number, then it will clear the 7th bit of port C to the 0. So now we have to write the codes to the following numbers: a number that has only 1 in position D7, a number that has only a 1 in position D2, D4, D5, D3 and D1. So with the help of these shift operators, 1 less than 7, 1 less than 2, 1 double less than 4, and with the help of inverting operators, we can write a code to generate these numbers that has only 1 or 0 in their respective positions. So now here we have to write an AVR program to monitor bit 7 of port B. If it is 1, then make bit 4 of the port B input, else if it changes. So though this code is also similar to the previous ones, but here we use the operators. These are like shift operators. So with the help of these numbers, we are declaring all of our output or input. So with the help after setting direction registers, now you can see here, if I'm giving the bit 7 of the port B is input and bit and then with the help of, if I'm giving this number to the input B, and if it is true, then our direction register bit 4 of the port B act as an input, and otherwise if any other number rather than this, then it will act as a bit 4 of port B act as a output. So after it turning the function. So here you can see, not using compound assignment, we can write direction register and DDRV direction register in bitwise operators as well. So here we have to write an AVR program to get the status of bit 5 of port B and send it to the bit 7 of the port C continuously. So here this is also similar to the previous one codes, but here we also use the bitwise operator. So after declaring all the header files and initializing main with the help of direction register, setting bit 5 of the port B act input and bit 7 of the port C as output. So after declaring the loop here, if pin B is declaring the number, and after comparing with the 1 less than 5, which is the declaring 1 on the number, which is generating code with the help of that we read previously. So our port C will declare the 7th bit of the port C 1, and if it is rather than this number, then it will clear the 7 bit of the port C. So it will never disturb the other pins of the ports, but it will just disturb the 7th bit of port C to the 1 or 0 with the help of the conditions or the inputs we are applying to it. So now here again we have to create a dot sensor. Here you can see when LED is connected to port C pin V7, write an AVR program to monitor the dot sensor, and when it opens, turn on the LED. So first of all, previously we declare the this code with the help of a C code, and we use simply uses with the help of the binary numbers, but here we are using the shift operators. So now first of all, declaring the include headers and defining all the variables or LED or initializing main by setting direction registers and the sensor pin as a input and the LED pin as a output with the help of these names, sensor and LED. And if pin B, with the help of comparing to the sensor B, and if it is then it is checking to the sensor pin, and if it is 1, then LED then we are setting LED pin of the port C, means port C LED pin will give us LED turned on, and if it is rather than this number, then LED will getting clear. So these, by the help of these program, we can easily write a VRC program to monitor the dot sensor, and when it is open or turn on the LED, and vice versa as well. So now in this code, we have to write an VRC program to convert tagged BCD0x29 to ASCII and display the bytes on the port B and respectively on the port C. So as it is, first of all, we have to declare the standard AVR header, initializing main and unsigned characters, two characters X and Y. So with the help of unsigned character, we are initializing the bytes data 0x to 9, and with the help of direction registers, DDRB and DDRC act as a outputs, means port B and port C is act as a output with the help of the direction register. So as we create the unsigned characters X and Y, so X is equal to my byte cross 0x 0f, which mask upwards 4 bits, and Y mask lower 4 bits. So this port B X, and with the by comparing 0x30 to the X, it will declare all the bytes to the port B, first four inputs, which mask upper four inputs, and with the help of this command 0x3 and command Y, it will make all the four lower bits to the ASCII, and it will show the ASCII character on the lower 4 bits. So with the help of this code, we write an AVR, we can write an AVRC program to convert tagged BCD 0x29 to the ASCII in respective positions upper and lower. So in this, write an AVR program to convert ASCII digits of 4 and 7 to packed BCD, and it is also similar to the previous one, but just we have to apply here the condition shift left or shift right to display or convert the ASCII characters to the digits 4 and 7. So now we have to here you just find the checksum byte. We can easily byte with the help of by declaring sum or carry as it is. So as you can see, this is a VRC program to calculate the checksum byte data. So first of all, we can easily perform a calculation for the checksum operation, and then after it we can easily write an AVR program. So now you can see here, first of all, declaring all the headers and initializing main with the help of unsigned character. We create an array with concluding the numbers 0x25, 0x62, 0x3f, 0x52. These are the checksum bytes, and after character sum is equal to 0, initializing character x and character checksum byte. So port 3 ports, we have to declare all our outputs on the 3 port D, B and C. So with the help of direction register, we are setting output on the port D, B and C. So with the help of this loop x0 to 4, it will run for 4 times from 0, 1, 2 and 3. So when the first loop is begin, then port D is my data X, issue each byte to the port D, and in the next line it will add them together and display the sum on the port B, and after it it issue to the port B, and after it the checksum byte data makes 2s complement and invert them, and then this data will turns to port C. So as this condition at this time we can get our checksum, and we can verify our checksum byte data with the help of these operations. So here you can also see, write a C program to perform example 728. If data is good, send ASCII character G to the port D, otherwise send V to the port B. So here just we declared all the checksum data, and then after applying just a simple if and condition. If it is equal to 0, then send port D to G, and if it is not another 0, then send the port B to the port D. So now in this example we are writing an AVR C program to convert these FDX to decimal and display the digits on the port B, C and D. So first of all we have to declare all the characters and all the bin byte D1, D2, D3, and with the help of the direction register we set the output to the port B, C and D, and after it we declared the data bin byte which is 0xFD, means 11111101 FD hex value. So D1 bin byte percentage %x which is remainder, and after it middle digit, and after it most significant digit, and then these three digits will send to the port P. First digit sent to the port P, second port C, and third port D. So in this way we can convert these FDX to the decimal. So now you can see we have to write an AVR-C program to send out the value 4411 seriously 1 bit at a time via port C pin 3. The LSB should go out first. So declaring all the headers, initializing main unsigned character 0x44 and describing register character ALCB con byte DDRC, and with the help of these shift operators we are setting the direction register for the input or output, and by applying for loop it will continuously repeats itself 8 times. If register ASSB is 1, then our serial pin data is sent to the port C. If it is another one or other, then its invertible value is sent to the port C, and after it, with the help of this condition, we can easily go out to the first value. So in this way we can write an AVR-C program to send out the value serially 1 bit at a time in port C, and then least significant bit should go out to the first. Now here we have to write an AVR-C program to send out the value for as seriously 1 bit at a time via port C pin 3. So the most significant goal. So in this previous program we have to go out the first least significant bit, but in this we have to go out the most significant bit. So but in this condition we just here change the shift operator, so the most significant bit should go out first. So in this code we have to write an AVR program to bring in a byte of data series 1 bit at a time via port C pin 3. The LSB should come in first. So this program is also similar to the previous one, but here we have to bring a byte in a byte of data. So previously we in a bit of data, and then here we have to bring in a byte of data. So here we have to set the direction registers as the inputs, serial pin as the input, and each bit repeats 8 times, and if it's shift 1 and shift to the right 1 bit, and then after it 7 pin, and then the least significant bit will move towards the first position with the help of these operators. So as it is in this write an AVR-C program to bring in a byte of data serially 1 bit at a time via port C. So in this case the most significant bit should come in first. So as it is just like the previous one code, but here the one thing is that we are just changing our shift operators to the right, so that most significant bit should come in first. So now these are the simple codes for our just learning. We have to write an AVR-C program to store G into the location of EPROM. Now here we have to store data into the EPROM. So we have to just include header and then initializing main, and then with the help of while we have to wait for the last write to finish. Then we will write last write to finish. We have to address the register to the 0x05, and then we have to input G to the data register, which is user character, and then we have to write 1 to the EMWE, which is with the help of these shift operators, and then we have to start EPROM, right, and as it is it will begin with the help of these operators. So now in another example we have to write an AVR Pro C program to read the content of location 0x005 f of EPROM into the port B. So in this we have to include headers, and then after initializing main we by setting direction register for getting us output, and then in the second step we are just creating while loop for waiting of our last write to finish, and then we are writing 0x05 and which passes through the register, and then write a value to the EPROM, and then these value is stored to the port B, and port B will declare our all the outputs. So in this way we can write an AVR program to read the content of location which we are recognizing or which we are giving to our code. So these are our simple AVRC course of chapter 7. So now you can see in this code we have to write a C program to toggle all the bits of port B continuously with some delay. So use timer, normal mode and no prescaler option to generate the delay. So first of all we have to declare the header avrio.h and void delay function header, and after initializing main we are setting the port B as output with the help of a direction register, and with the help of this while loop we are sending port B to the 0x55 which will repeat forever, and after it we here declare the delay, and in this bracket we can declare delay size by our own choice. So after declaring the output 0x55 on the port B, it will delay the time which we are giving to it, and after it it will give 0xAA to the port B. It means 0 will change to 1 and 1 will change to 0 with some delay, and after this delay it will turn to the previous loop, and as it is it will remain continuously moves 0 1 0 1 with the some specific delay. So in second functions we are using DC and D0 so 0x20, and then it will declare 0, and with the help of these 0x01 commands we are not using here timer, normal mode or no prescaler. So we are with the help of these while command and with the help of these operations and operator, and then this shift operator by comparing with this and it will wait for the previous timer 0, and then it will move towards the next, and then it will move to rollover, and then with the help of this shift operator it will clear the above top functions. So after it it will declare all the toggle bits, and it will toggle one by one with the some specific delay. So now in this we have to write a C program to toggle only the bit for port B 4 bit continuously every 25 microsecond. So use a timer, normal mode and prescaler to create the delay of 16 megahertz. So first of all we have to create the delay with the help of cycles total, and then after it we'll include the header, and then with the help of declaring our delay command, and with the help of initializing main with the help of setting direction register to the output port B. So we are, because we have to declare the output on the B, so we are setting direction register to the 0xFF, and then with the help of while loop we are declaring a delay function, and then port B with the help of XOR command we are toggling the values of the first port 4 bit of the port B, and as it is here we are declaring our cycles total, and then which load all the TCNTOS value timer values, and then wait for the function to roll over, and then after it turn off the timer, and then clear all the previous function, and then it will start again to toggle the fourth bit. So now in this program we have to write a C program to toggle only the 4 bit continuously every 1 millisecond. So it is similar to the previous one, but here we have to change the delay to the 1 ms. With the help of this 1 ms and with the help of this we are just changing here the our TC and TCO value. So it means here it is 186, and then prescaler, and then it will here becomes to the 0xC180, and then it will send to the again TC and TLH, and then after normal mode and after no prescaler mode, and then it will, with the help of these command or shift command operators, it will wait for our the previous function, and then will next roll over, and after it will clear all the previous function, and again it will start to toggle its fourth bit function, which means 0 1 2 3, toggling 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 continuously. So as it is now another example, we have to write a C program to toggle only the 4 bit continuously every second. So in previous we have to give them 1 millisecond, and in this we have to repeat 4 bit continuously every second. So we have to use timer 1 normal mode and 1012 prescaler to create the delay. So first of all we create the delay function, and with the help of these delay function, and we are just calling here delay to engage or to call function or toggling our bits first fourth bits of the port B to 0 1 and 1 0 continuously with the help of some delay. So the size of delay will matters with the help of these prescaler and no timer and normal mode. So here is the function of the delay. So this is a function of the delay, which is setting the temporary value and then normal mode, and then it will help of prescaler, it will wait for the previous ones and then next to the rollover and then clear the previous values, and after it, this delay will call here, and then it's toggling our values to the 0 1 and 1 0 with some specific delay. So now here we have to assuming the 1 Hz clock pulse is fed into the pin T0. Use the tau flag to extend timer 0 to a 16 bit counter and display the counter on port C and port D. So first of all we have to declare the header file, and then initializing the output ports with the help of direction register, and here we use the pull-up resistors with the help of the these shift operators, and after it we have to create the timers program to 0x0C and 0x00. So after it we are just creating a while loop. So the function will turns to the port C, and after it with the help of these shift operators and after comparing with the TFR0, it will wait for the tower to set, and then it will clear all the above values, and after incrementing it will shows us to the our port B and port C, which is acting as a output. So these two outputs are connected to the LEDs, which in turns will tell us all about our outputs. So as in this example we have to assume a 1 Hz external clock, write a program for counter 1 rising toggle mode to count the pulses and display these functions. So it is similar to the previous ones, just we have to change the frequency hertz and in this, and then with the help of these shift operators it will turn our LEDs on and off with the on our port B or port C output ports which we are setting with the help of our direction resistor such as DDRC and DDRB. So after it when setting direction register, it will call our function in this loop. So these two are the output clock sources, and which will set to the first 0, and then it will move one by one to the with the help of this loop. So then this function is sent to the port C, and this function is sent to the port V, and these two functions will send to the respective pins of these ports. And with the help of these commands, and after comparing with the help of add and shift operators, it will wait for the previous function, and then after it will clear all the function, and then move to the first one, and then these outputs will shown to the port C and port B with the help of the respective LEDs. So that's all from chapter 7 and chapter 9 C codes. Thank you so much. Jazakallah.